I'm Sam Bowen, and I live in Ruckersville, Virginia. I moved here to be with my father, who lives one street over, who I met when I was 47 years old. He was in a wheelchair, and so was I. So it was like, wow. But he had polio. But we go to breakfast and do stuff every week. I love it down here. I was living in a double-wide trailer, and my neighbor started shooting into my house. And I'm laying there with surgery, with PTSD. I couldn't move. So I had to get my family, and this is my dream house. It was in the early 70s that I was out of the Navy. Then decided I needed to go back and do something for real instead of being in the Navy on a subtender. That wasn't the war. I wanted to fight, and my attitude got me with the Rangers, Special Forces, and I fit right in. I grew up out in the country, and I didn't like to be in the house. So I joined the Army, and I went through a regular boot camp, Ranger school, medical school, and then jungle training, the whole thing. Learned several languages. Then I was attached to the 101st Airborne Rangers Special Ops. I was a combat medic, and we just had a small group of us. We couldn't, we went places that we can't talk about, nobody wants to hear. And I lost a lot of my good buddies over there, and being the medic doc, I felt like those are my guys. Those are my guys. And there's quite a few I couldn't help, but I saved a few. And got shot up going up through a jungle penetrator, taking a wounded guy out. And then I got shot again on another patrol. I came home and just decided I was going to do whatever I wanted to do. I've worked 2-3 jobs all my life. I've owned a welding company and managed several others. But I worked for a stint as a counselor at a halfway house for prison release guys and vets going through troubles. I loved that job, but I had to move back to Maine when my mother passed. And you look at the records, people make a big deal out of what what our guys did, but we were just doing our jobs. And I'm sure other vets will understand that. We weren't fighting for anything other than the guy next to you. And that's the way it was. I've tried to go to groups with other vets, and I just can't do it. They gave me 70% disability for post-traumatic stress disorder. And that was just from them reading my records. And then, I'm 100% because of my injuries. I had both knees shot out, this ankle shot. I've got a bullet in my hip, and I had a piece of shrapnel go through my arm, through there. But I didn't want to leave. I don't know. It's strange, but other vets will know. Your job isn't done, that type of thing. So I took it upon myself to be the best I could be, and do the best. I worked, had a good work ethic. I always have, and people look at me and say, well, how come you've got all this and that? I don't sit on the couch and wait for a phone call for a job. I used to tell them, I've got 3 jobs. Nobody came knocking on my door to give me a job. And I've always been like that. I'll take you upstairs. This is a 35-year-old house. In a wheelchair, I remodeled the entire upstairs. And you'll see what a guy in a wheelchair can do. This is my wife's dream kitchen. When I got here, there's a big wall through here, and all built-in cabinets. Built-in cabinets there. And the kitchen was tiny, it was a galley. 1-person kitchen, because you couldn't turn around. So I wanted to give her exactly what she wanted. And so they say you can't do anything in a wheelchair. Yeah.
You're not going to have anybody tell you that.
No. My doctor informed me of this, the Daughters of the Revolution, and asked me if I would give this lady a call, which I did, and I didn't know what it was, and she told me that this is for a TrackChair. I'd never seen one. I think I saw one on the internet, but I thought it was a homemade contraption. I went to the interview with the ladies, and they were just a group of angels. I mean, these ladies take time to get donations, and I'm sure a lot of their donations come from them to do something for a vet, to these TrackChairs. That, I mean, they're amazing. They're totally amazing. Max from the dealer, the distributor, brought one down here for me to try, and it was just as easy as if you're in a wheelchair and you know the toggle switch, you can. There's nothing that thing wouldn't do. We went all through my woods and down through a puddle, up a steep muddy hill, and it didn't slip a bit. I'm a hunter, and I love the outside. I cut my own wood. I usually have to have somebody else cut the tree down, but I can take it from there. When they brought that chair down and told me that I was the recipient, I still have a hard time because why me? There's more worthy people. And it's still like, I'm in awe. I just can't understand how generous and caring these ladies are. The brochure that the ladies had was the stand-up one on the thing, and I just assumed they were all stand-ups until he brought one. And I said, how do you stand up? I want to see. I've got an old handicap van that's, I can wax it on around here, but I can't get to the top. That's all oxidized. I've got apple trees, plum trees, all kinds of fruit trees. Now I can trim myself and pull my fruit, but mostly I want to go fishing. And to me, that I've got a Polaris Ranger, but I can't go where I need to go fishing. Now I can. And hunting, I'm a big crossbow hunter. Brought down a bear and a few deer, and I just enjoy it. If I'm going to eat the meat, I like to go out and get my own meat. It's just being from the country. This chair is going to be like, it's going to open up a whole different world for me. And I don't even know to what extent, but I know several things that I've always wished I could just get up. I'm tall, but I can't reach a lot of things. I do a lot with what I've got, but I never even considered a track chair, and I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that I would be picked for it. But since I am, I'm very grateful. It's going to be a life changer. There's so much that I can do standing up, and I mean it's like I said, I'm overwhelmed. I keep thinking of different things that I'll be able to do now, and it's just mind-boggling. These track chairs in this program with the Daughters of Revolution is outstanding. They're changing people's lives. I wish that some of the younger guys or some other organizations, or maybe Donald Trump or somebody, could donate some to the guys that are coming back all messed up. All it takes is going to any VA hospital and walking in and seeing the guys that actually have to live there with no arms, or no arms and legs, or one arm, or no legs. It's terrible. The VA doesn't do what they're supposed to do. It took me 35 years to get acknowledged that I was even present. And there's a whole bunch of other vets out there. We don't expect things like this. You know, we just don't. It's just a conditioning from not, you know, trying to stand on your own and do your own thing. You never think that anybody would donate something to you because of what you did and how you ended up. You know, it's a life changer being wounded. It does a lot to your thinking, your point of view, and to have someone donate one of these to even another vet that you know. It's incredible. I hope that anybody and everybody in any organization that ever hears or sees this, please give, you know, donate, do something, you know. These things give us mobility and beyond the wheelchair. We can get out in the woods and do what we go fishing or hunting, or just get out and just get out. And it goes through snow, it goes through mud, it goes through a little bit of water, it goes up hills. It's incredible. So please, if anybody has any idea or wants to help somebody, this is a good cause, a worthy cause. I'm shocked that I was selected, but I'm awful grateful.